we're in a space right now where we just can't afford to operate from in a sense of a victim mentality. I know we're dealing with a system right now that it feels or it is, overwhelmingly unfair, but the reality is that the federal government does not see borrowers as victims. What they see is outstanding balances that they won't repay, and whether we necessarily agree with that or not, just understanding this is, we have to understand that this is the truth. We want to fully protect ourselves. Now, I feel like a lot has transpired in such a short amount of time. The student loan repayment system, you know, in just this world, just everything. We got families struggling, trying to keep up with everything, and just being able to provide for their households. It's a lot, but the consequences are way too great. And this system is going to continue to move forward, whether we are prepared or not. But I wanted to speak to those of you who have federal student loans because now is the time to really be informed and intentional about how you move from today forward. If this is your first time even hearing this, from today forward, especially if you're someone that's enrolled in the SAVE plan, okay? Because we know that if you're enrolled in the SAVE plan, a decision has to be made. That plan is scheduled to be phased out. And whether you're choosing to wait or choosing to ignore what's happening, that could result in a decision being made for you, either you making the decision or the Department of Education making the decision for you. But we know that fighting back, it, it's going to start with us being aware. That's the only way. Being aware, educating ourselves, and then not only that, just having the willingness, the wanting to take control, and be ahead of your options before, someone else is. So we're going to go to the Student Aid website because one thing about the Student Aid website, this is your hub. This is your hub for information for everything that has to do with your federal student loans. Anything that you need to know about federal student loans, this is where you want to go. This is where you log into your Student Aid account to see what your loans are, what your repayment plan is, also who is your loan servicer, all the information that you need. As long as you log in right here, that'll get you to your account. Okay. But if you're someone that's in the SAVE plan, as soon as you get to studentaid.gov, it tells you on December 9th, the Department of Education announced a proposed settlement agreement that would end the Saving on Valuable Education plan. The settlement must be approved by the court before it can be implemented. And if I'm not mistaken, this is back in court on Monday, the 15th, if I'm not mistaken. But they tell you for more information, visit studentaid.gov court action. So this is here where it tells you what is going to happen, okay? So when we get here, they tell you, again, they announce a proposed settlement agreement because the agreement needs to be approved by the courts. But what it tells you, as part of the proposed settlement agreement,